Good afternoon. I'm Holly Tupin, Chair of the Board of the Immigrant Centre of Manitoba, and it's my pleasure to welcome the board, the Immigrant Centre staff, funders, and friends of the Centre to our annual general meeting. Let me begin our meeting by expressing my sincere gratitude to the First Peoples of Canada as the customary keepers and defenders of this land. I'm truly honored to be on Treaty 1 land today, located on the original lands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. As we come together, may we all honor the Indigenous territories we are on and recognize that Indigenous peoples are the stewards and guardians of the land. I'd like to reflect on the importance of acknowledging the land and the unique sacred connection that Indigenous people have to the land, a nurtured respect that encompasses the relationship with all living things. We acknowledge that we are all settlers in the space we work, live, and play in. Let us, with Indigenous people, tell a new story, a story of truth, understanding, and respect. And now let me call the annual general meeting of the members of the Immigrant Centre of Manitoba to order. I'm the chair of the corporation, and in accordance with the bylaws of the corporation, I will preside over this meeting. The notice calling this meeting was sent to all directors, confirming it will be conducted in a virtual format, with votes being tabulated virtually. An agenda has been circulated to the board. Gil, can I please ask you to move the adoption of the agenda as presented?
Certainly. I'd like to move for the adoption of the agenda as presented.
Can I have a seconder to that, please?
I'll second it.
Thank you. The directors are present and are constituting a quorum which is a majority of members entitled to vote in person or virtually. Due to notice having been given and a quorum being present, I declare this meeting to be duly constituted for the transaction of business. Our next agenda item is approval of the minutes from the 2022 AGM, which you received with the notice of the meeting. Can I please ask Mark Weeb, our secretary, to move for the approval of the minutes?
I do. I move that the minutes of the 2022 AGM held on June 21st, 2022 be approved.
Thank you, Marge. Can I have someone please second the motion?
Yes.
Kim, thank you very much, Kim. You've heard the motion with the votes in person and the virtual voting in the affirmative. Let's wait for Maria to give us a recap of the voting.
Well, I vote in favor, but I don't know how to do it any other way than waving at you.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay. Next year we will be here in person. We can all wave. So we'll just have to wait till we get confirmation of the voting as we go through. How are we doing, Maria?
We're doing fine. Just 1 second. It's
Okay.
for the AGM, correct?
Yes, it is for the minutes. Yep.
I have launched the poll. Please vote yes or no.
And the vote is for the acceptance of the minutes from the June 21st, 2022 AGM.
Yes. Okay, I have 8 votes. Yes, that's 100% voters.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Motion is passed. The next item of the agenda is my report as chair, and it's really a pleasure to be able to spend a couple minutes talking about the Immigrant Centre. The Immigrant Centre once again has delivered excellence in service and support to a growing community of clients in a year that's brought unique challenges and opportunities. And Jorge will give you an idea of the numbers of clients we're seeing. This would not have been possible without the support of our dedicated and talented staff, our committed team of volunteers who give their time and skills, our community partners, our donors and funders, and our board. You were there with us every step of the way this past year. I'd also like to express my heartfelt gratitude and that of the board for the leadership provided by our CEO, Jorge Fernandez, who had a very special celebration this year, a career milestone of 30 years with the Immigrant Centre, helping hundreds or thousands of newcomers and providing leadership in the sector within the province and beyond. We continue to provide personalized settlement plans aligned to individual client needs in a respectful, inclusive, and diverse environment. Collaborative community partnerships have allowed us to meet the holistic needs of clients, and we continue to ensure we provide access to all who seek assistance. And the level of collaboration and partnership this year has grown considerably. Our service delivery has been a combination of in-person and online that's really allowed us to tailor our programming to client preference and increase our touch and our effectiveness. You know, once again, the adaptability of the Immigrant Centre team shone through as we pivoted to meet the needs of many Ukrainians. We supported them at the Immigrant Centre and the whole hotel reception centers, looking for innovative ways to help meet their needs and to help them transition to the community. Our zone outreach for newcomers engagement service program connected the Immigrant Centre with other organizations in the sector, promoting and providing expanded access to activities and services for all newcomers, the activities and services we provided, as well as the activities and services provided out there in a much broader network. The need for language bank, settlement service, and employment services continue to grow along with the support we provide to international students. We successfully facilitated employment opportunities and built skills to help newcomers with their job search. And we offer a wide range of classes, access to
Please mute yourselves.
We offer a wide range of classes, access to English conversation circles, driver education, citizenship lessons, to name a few, that meet the diverse needs of our clients. And our nutrition program continues to be in high demand and has been expanded to other community organizations. Our annual report will provide you with more detail about the services provided. And I would also really invite you, if you've not had a chance to come down to the center to meet us and to meet some of our managers, we would love to have an opportunity to host you. We remain committed to supporting our staff through a culture of care and development. And this year we continued our focus on Indigenous learning for staff and clients to support our commitment to reconciliation. We always reflect on what is to come in this very dynamic environment, and we have a strategic plan in place that we are actually in the process of just reviewing to provide an adaptable roadmap positioning us well to serve newcomers today and tomorrow. And a key is going to be our innovative approach to services, programs, delivery, and collaboration, the partnerships that we've developed within the community, and the strong, passionate team that we have working here. So in closing, I want to thank you all again for everyone who's been with us on the journey. The team here at the Immigrant Centre really prides themselves in being there for their clients, and they are confident and prepared to meet the challenges of tomorrow. So together, we're going to continue to deliver our mission of helping newcomers settle and succeed in our new community, helping our newcomers, one newcomer at a time. So that's just a few of the highlights of what's been a very successful year Very challenging, but very successful year for the Immigrant Center. Now, it is my pleasure to turn it over to our CEO, Jorge Hernandez, and he's going to provide a report, and he's also then going to be introducing to you a very special guest speaker who will talk about her experience with the Immigrant Center.
Thank you, Holly. Thank you for your report. It's good to listen from somebody else the highlights of the Immigrant Center and how successful we are. And like you know, it was a challenging year for all of us. So my report is going to be talking about the numbers that we got it and our experience and challenges. So I'm pleased to present the Immigrant Center annual report for 22-23. The report highlights the progress we have made to support our clients and the steps we have taken to live our values, to deliver our services, and to respond to the new challenges we face this year. Every year we have new challenges, and with the arrival of the Ukrainians, we have challenges of housing, mental health issues, Manitoba health, so different challenges that we face every year, so the staff is always able to adapt. After a year of significant challenges for all, I welcome this opportunity to publicly thank the funders. Thank you for your support. We are able to provide services to clients because you continue providing all the support Immigrant Center needs to provide services, not only to permanent residents, but to temporary residents, Canadian citizens, and visitors. And also, I want to thank the board of directors. You are an amazing group of people. Always, I can use your expertise in different areas, legal areas, human rights, Aboriginal. So thank you for everything you do for the Immigrant Center. I know you have the passion like us, and I can see when you come to the meetings and you always here for us. Also, I want to give a special thanks to our partners. We have a lot of partners helping us. It's difficult to do everything by ourselves, so we count a group of partners and we always work with them. Also, I want to, the donors always continue providing support to us, and we always have a group of donors who continue coming and making donations, especially now we are seeing this year youth making donations for the center. So that's good. That's a good success. And I want to finish telling our clients, thank you for coming to the Immigrant Center. Thank you for believing in us. We're always here for you. This was a challenging year. We saw a number of clients triple. This is because of the arrival of new permanent residents, temporary residents, and Ukrainians who came to Manitoba. I'm glad to report that the Immigrant Center staff was able to provide services to all the clients who came to the center. This year, we saw 20,000 clients. This means that we provide more than 60,000 services here in the center. And we continue providing services online and in person. Also, we were able to provide information and orientation sessions to our clients in the Hilton Hotel. When they come to the hotel, we have 2 settlement workers providing services there, and every Friday, we have information sessions for them. Looking back to these achievements over the past year, I must sincerely thank our staff, without whom none of this could have been possible, and who constantly go the extra mile to anticipate and respond to the needs of our clients. An amazing staff of people working here, and always say thank you, thank you. I see you all this every day, and I see how you work with the clients, and there is no complaints. I know you are working hard. I know you are seeing more clients, but you never complain, and I thank you for that. I want to thank Holly. It was a good experience working with you as a chair, a pleasure to having you here all the time in the office. And we are glad that you are going to continue as past chair helping us. So thank you for everything. And also I want to welcome March. He's going to be our new chair of the board. So welcome March to this role. And finally, I want to thank the board members who are leaving this year. Thanks, Karen and Diane. Diane is not here today, but she was give us 10 years of being a board member. And she provided a lot of support to the Immigrant Center staff, to me, to the board. So thank you, Diane. And the last thing I want to finish my report. Next year, we are going to be celebrating 75 years of service to the newcomers. So I hope that we will have a big celebration that's going to be in person. And it will be the opportunity to see everybody, board members, funders, friends of the center, partners, and also our clients. So thank you for everything. And now it's my honor to introduce one of our successes. She's a client. She came from Ethiopia. I think she came in 2015. 2005. And she used the services of the Immigrant Center. And we were able to help her sponsoring the husband and the family members. So Jelani Behiro is the client who's going to be speaking about the services of the Immigrant Center.
Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, my name is Galane Hailu. I want to thank you for this opportunity to share a bit of my family's stories and our experience with the Immigrant Center. Our family has been using this invaluable service since 2011, all the way up until this year. I came in 2005, and 6 years later, my sister and I decided to bring the rest of our family through the provincial nominee program. We came to the Immigrant Center for help, and they provide years of support and encouragement. Starting in 2011, Murais and the other expertise on the staff have helped us with many levels of documents and paperwork and back and forth details to bring my parents and my two sisters, and as well as my spouse from Ethiopia. They arrived in 2015 and are all thriving in Winnipeg. Our assistance continued as we applied to bring our sister Aster from Ethiopia. It was a difficult process lasting over a decade that involved several appeals. Aster arrived in Winnipeg on May 21, 2022, and Murais has always been there for us, even as we worked out correcting details for her documentation. I want to say thank you so much, George Bernard, CEO, for making an immigrant center to get all information we need. Our family extremely grateful for all the Immigrant Center has done for us and the government of Canada. We want to thank you from the bottom of our heart.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that story, a story of a family and their journey. And for some of us like me, who has never gone through that journey, I can't even imagine how challenging it must have been. And that's why the center, and that's why our staff here, that's why they get up in the morning, and that's why they're passionate, because they see these stories and they see the success and the help that they provide. So thank you for bringing the work of the center to life for us. And if you come to the center to visit us, you'll hear all sorts of different stories as well. We've got so many stories that we can share. The next item of business on the agenda is the tabling of the audited financial statements of the corporation for the financial year ended March 31st, 2023. These financial statements, together with the report of the auditor, are provided to all board members and any interested parties. Financial highlights of these financial statements are included in our annual report. I now invite our director, Anastasia Benova, who is also on our finance committee, to present the audited statements and financial report. Anastasia?
Thank you, Holly. I am pleased to report on the year-end financials for the year ended March 31st, 2023. In your AGM package, you will have received the audited financial statements. A few highlights and summary items to note. In referring to our balance sheet items, as at the end of the fiscal year 23, the center had a net assets balance of $312,438, which represents an 8% of or $22,459 increase over the 2022 reported net assets balance of $289,979. This increase is attributable to the excess revenue over expenses recorded in year 2023 of $22,459. The center's total assets decreased 3% or $21,768 from $625,388 in 2022 to $603,620 in 2023. This decrease was driven largely by decrease in cash with cash being used to reduce accounts payable and accrued liabilities. Total liabilities also went down 13%, or $44,227 from $335,409 in 2022 to $291,182 in 2023, primarily due to the reduction in our accounts payable and accrued liabilities. In referring to our operating statement items, the center closed the year with an operating surplus of $22,459 as compared to the previous 2022 surplus of $24,191. Revenues increased 6%, or $163,742, from $2,730,508 in 2022 to $2,894,250 in 2023. This positive performance was driven by a combination of 22%, or $38,083 increase in revenues in the language bank, from $171,561 in 2022 to $209,644 in 2023, coupled with a 5%, or $125,659 increase in operating grant from $2,558,947 in 2022 to $2,684,606 in 2023, driven by additional funding to serve our clients from the Ukraine. The center's operating expenses increased by 7%, or $181,845, from $2,685,374 in 2022 to $2,867,219 in 2023, primarily by increased salary costs from temporary positions in fiscal year 2023 to serve our clients from the Ukraine. On behalf of the Immigrant Centre, I would like to thank our funders for their continued strong support that had allowed us to maintain and grow services in response to the growing needs of our clients. Our funders are listed in our audited financial statements on page 12, note 10. In regards to the audit and audit notes, I would like to take that opportunity to thank Roluk and Robert for their work on our March 31st, 2023 financial statements. Our auditors, Roluk and Robert, issued a clean audit opinion on the basis that the audit evidence provided by management was sufficient and appropriate. Thank you, and this concludes my report.
Thank you, Anastasia. At this time, we'd be pleased to deal with any relevant questions concerning the financial statements. Hearing none, Anastasia, may I have a motion from you to approve the financial statements as presented?
I move that the audited financial statements for the year ending March 31st, 2023, together with the report of the auditors, be approved.
March, can I get you to second that motion?
I do second that motion, yes.
You've heard the motion, so I will have Maria facilitate a vote for us virtually, and we will await the results.
Could you please vote yes or no on the first question? Thank you. I have 100%, 11 voters for yes.
Okay, you've heard the motion. The votes in person and virtual voting is the affirmative. The motion is carried. Our next agenda item is the appointment of auditors of the corporation for the year ending March 31st, 2024. I will once again ask Anastasia to put forward a motion.
I move that Roluk and Robert be reappointed as auditors of the corporation until the next annual meeting of the members, and that the directors be authorized to confirm remuneration of the auditors.
Thank you. Gil, can I get you to second the motion?
Yes, I second the motion.
You've heard the motion, so let's now take another virtual vote. Maria?
Yes. 1 second. I am having trouble with the second motion. The system is not allowing the vote. Maybe I can see a raise of hand on screen. Okay, 1, 2. Hold on 1 second. I'm counting hands.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 11 hands up.
Okay.
Not
Thank you. That's called being adaptable. You've heard the motion, and with the votes in person and the virtual voting in the affirmative, the motion is carried. Let's now move on to our next item, which is the election of directors of the corporation for the upcoming year. We've got 3 new directors to present and 2 directors retiring from the board. I will ask our governance committee chair, Wes Schmallenberg, to present the current slate of directors. Wes, over to you. Wes, are you on mute? You are muted. He'll be with us shortly. This mute
Okay.
thing is, you good?
Yeah, am I good?
Okay, all right.
All
good.
right. I was fighting with the host. We were doing it separately here. Okay. The following 3 new board members were elected to join the board mid-year, and I move that as recommended by the board of directors that they continue in the first 3-year term. Daniel Hildebrand, Anastasia Benova, and Sherry Collins Dupre. I also advise the following members will be retiring from the board, and we thank them for their commitment and contribution they have made to the board. Diana Westthal and Karen Tays. The following members are continuing in the second 3-year term: Marge Weeb, Hugh Adams, Kim Stevens, Wesley Schollenberg. And the following directors are continuing in their first 3-year term: Diane Carrier, Yemi Oleo, Gil Garcia, and Maria Cristina Larido. The following board members hold executive positions and are continuing in a 3rd-year term: Holly Tupin, past chair; Lori Wilkinson, vice chair. I move the approval of this slate of directors for the Immigrant Centre Board in the upcoming 2023 to 2024 year.
Thank you, Wes. Can I have a second on that motion, Kim?
Yes, I second it.
And are we going to try the electronic vote again? Or
I
is it
have to
gonna be
I have to apologize, but the electronic voting is down. I have it ready to go, but it's not launching. So if you can raise your hands, please. Thank you. I'll be counting. Sherry? Yes, 11 votes. For you.
Thank you. You've heard the motion, and with the votes in person and the virtual voting in affirmative, the motion is carried. Before we move on to the next agenda item, I'd like to provide some recognition to our retiring board members. It's lovely to welcome new members. It's always difficult to say goodbye to members as they leave the board. So on behalf of the board and the staff at the Immigrant Centre, we really want to thank our 2 retiring board members whose commitment, passion, and expertise is going to be certainly going to be missed. I want to start out with Diana. As Jorge said, she joined the board in 2014. And she brought with her a wealth of expertise that really took the board, I think, in the center to a new level in terms of preparing us as we adapted to a dynamic environment. She held a number of roles on the board, providing strong leadership in the HR committee, the governance committee, And the organization overall is committee chair, board vice chair, board chair, and past board chair most recently. Diana devoted absolutely countless hours to the Immigrant Centre, not only through her board commitments, but in addition to the extra support to staff, delivering training and acting as a consultant for a number of our HR initiatives. She was a thoughtful, dynamic leader, and she left her mark, making us stronger and more agile. She was always there to listen, share, and mentor, and help us deliver on our vision and values. She was an executive coach, and she is always looking for ways to show appreciation to the team at the center. She was instrumental in helping us as we got our Indigenous engagement strategy going. And on a personal note, she has been a mentor to me, and I want to thank her for her care, support, and her collaboration. She will be missed, but she certainly has made a wonderful contribution to the center. Karen first became with us, engaged with the center as part of Diana's HR committee. I think she recruited her to sit on the committee. And in 2019, she moved from a committee role to a role of board director and chaired the HR committee for us. Karen once again brought a really diverse HR background to the team and made an impact in her time with us. Karen is committed, passionate individual. She delivered excellent support and in challenging times. She was always there when called upon or needed to provide direction, answer questions, and she ensured that we delivered on the HR strategic plan. Someone that we could always count on. We will miss her and wish her all the best as she moves into retirement. Karen is retiring both from the work world as well as the board world. We'll be sending out a token of appreciation to Karen and Diana, who both exemplified the qualities of exceptional board members. They were always readily giving of time, talent, and providing leadership that really helped us deliver on our vision and values and prepare us for the future. Is there any, before we move to adjournment, is there any other business, or are there any questions arising from our annual general meeting?
There are no questions on the YouTube channel at the moment.
Okay. I'll just maybe pause for a few more seconds. All right. No questions yet, Maria? Okay.
Sorry, Holly, no questions. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Seeing there are no more questions and there's no further business. Marge, can I call upon you to have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I so move.
Can I have a board member second the motion?
It's Lori. I'm here. I'll second
Hi,
it.
Lori. Thank you. Thank you for seconding the motion for us. We're going to do the vote by hands on the motion to adjourn the meeting.
Yes, please. Thank you. 1, 2. Yes, 11. Thank you.
You've heard the motion, and with the votes in person and virtual voting in the affirmative, the motion is carried and the meeting is adjourned. Once again, in closing, a very special thanks to Ray and the team at the center, the many volunteers that without them, our work would not be possible. The funders and donors who support us in our vision, the community that we collaborate with, our board, together we help newcomers succeed, and the opportunities continue to be in front of us in the years ahead. And it has truly been my pleasure to chair the board and have the experience to work with the amazing group of people at the Immigrant Centre and to see firsthand what they do on a day-to-day basis. So thank you very much for joining us today. And we look forward to seeing you for our special AGM meeting tomorrow. And remember, want to learn more about the center? Come on out and see us. The team would be pleased to talk to you. And Jorge does great tours, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.